Hola todos desde Oaxaca. So today I'm going to be cooking at the ranch over a fire, and I'm going to show you guys what I'm making. Y aquí está mi fire. So here's the fire that Sergio got started for me. And so right now we kind of have everything everywhere because we just kind of got everything out of the truck. But we're going to have tacos with pico and guacamole. So I have my meat here and then everything to make my pico and my guacamole here. We also have some refresco, tortillas, and then we're also going to make an agua de limon real because we have lots of lemons at our house right now. So we're going to make that. And then I'm also going to make some chicharrines. Aquí están mis chicharrines, and I'm going to show you guys how I prepare them. And so first thing we're going to do is we're going to put a little bit of limon on our chicharrines. And we're also going to add a little bit of salsa valentina. And so now I'm going to start on my agua de limon. Like I said, these are lemons that we have at our tree. And I already have a little bit of sugar because when I make my lemonade, I like to put my sugar in first and then squeeze in the lemons because I feel like it helps the sugar kind of dissolve a little bit better. So here is our finished lemonade. And so now I'm going to make a little bit of guacamole, and I have 5 aguacates. And so here is my avocados, and I went ahead and added half of a small onion that I diced up to that as well. And then I'm also going to cut a jalapeno. I'm going to dice that and add it to the avocados as well. And right now we don't have very much cilantro, and I forgot to ask the kids to get some at the store. So we're using just a little bit for flavor. And so here I have my avocados, my onion, jalapeno, and cilantro. I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of, usually I would add lime, but like I said, I have tons of lemon on our tree right now, so I'm using lemon. And then we're also going to add a pinch of salt. And then now we're just going to mash it.
So here we have Jay cooking some meat.
Comment the word tacos if you watch all the video.
First person to comment tacos will get a shout out in the next video. Right, Jay?
Yeah.
Now I'm going to make a little bit of pico, and when I do that, I cut the tomatoes in half, and I take the seeds out of my tomatoes, and then I dice the tomatoes. So Kiki and Jay are also helping me with the salsas and to make the meat for the tacos while I prepare the salsa. And so for my guacamole, I only made a little bit. So it ended up being 5 avocados, a half of a small onion, and a half of a jalapeno, and just a little bit of cilantro and salt. For my pico, I used the rest of my cebolla, and the other, I'm getting ready to dice the other half of my jalapeno. But here I have my tomatoes, and I think I have 5 Roma tomatoes here, and then I dice the other half of my onion. So we're gonna go ahead and add this to it. And so now I am dicing my cilantro, and like I said, I only have very little at the ranch right now, so I used about the same amount that I had for my guacamole. For my pico, I'm going to go ahead and add this as well. And so now I'm going to dice up the other half of my jalapeno. And we're going to go ahead and add this to our salsa as well. So there's our salsa so far. We're going to go ahead and add a pinch of salt to this as well. And like I said, typically we would use lime for this. However, we have a bunch of lemons. So we're going to go ahead and add a half of a lemon. So far we have our agua de limon. And then here's our pico and our guacamole. So here we have our little taco bar set up because we're all kind of making our own tacos tonight. But we have our meat for our tacos, our pico, our guacamole, our limones, and our tortillas. And this is Lily's taco. So here are our tacos, or my tacos. And so we just ate dinner and got everything cleaned up, and now the boys are doing evening chores. Jay's gonna go check on our donkey Minnie and Delta, and Kiki is going to feed his sheep and his bull. And Lily's helping him get his alfalfa raked up. And so for this, they don't have far to go. There is Kiki and Lily. And there's the bull. So there's Kiki feeding his bull.
¿Será un poquito, sí?
And there's Jay, and he's helping Kiki feed the bull as well. Y también Jay está ayudando a Kiki con sus animales hoy. I'm going to take you guys down with Jay because he is going to go feed Delta. But one of the things that we're working on right now is trying to get everything caught back up at the ranch because everything needs cleaned up. And then we've just been busy November and December. And so Sergio finally got everything planted on that side. If you've seen in our previous videos, he has corn, beans, and then up towards the top where he has flowers on that side. And then over here he started plowing. He still has to plow the first half of the field, which he watered today, so he'll probably be plowing that this week so he can get ready to plant. I think we're leaning more towards flowers. I just don't know what flowers yet. So we'll keep you updated on what he decides to plant there or what we decide to plant there. And then down towards the bottom here is where we have our girasoles, cilantro, and radishes. So we'll keep you guys updated on that as well. And then here we have our roses, and then towards the bottom we have the maguey. Y ahí está Lily, y ella fue a ver la burrita. So there's Jay, and he just fed Delta, and I think Kiki gave him a little bit of alfalfa to feed her because Kiki bought some bales of alfalfa for his animals, and so it is starting our dry season, and so that's what we usually feed them in the dry season. And so right now I'm standing at the bottom of the field, but I kind of wanted to show you kind of the layout of our ranch. And so this down here is where the roses are planted, the maguey, and then up top there on the side that Sergio's at, that's where we have the flowers at the bottom of where he's at. Below that we have corn, beans, we have, and I think the girasoles are sunflowers, rabanos, radishes, and cilantro. And then over on that side, he started plowing the bottom half. And then today he just watered the top half, so he's going to plow that. And then the shelter up top is where Kiki's bull is. And then that's where Kiki has alfalfa. And then where Sergio is, above that, that's our ranchito. And then above that, there's like a little hill, and that's where our tanque is. I know I've said this before in previous videos, There are a lot of people who think that our house is up here at the ranch, but our house and our ranch is separate. So here's the ranch, and then this is the road to get up to our ranch. We live at the bottom of the hill, so it's like a little hill, and we live at the bottom of that hill. Y hay muchos que piensan que nosotros vive aquí en el rancho, pero esto nada más es nuestro rancho. Nosotros viven abajo. Aquí está la calle y nosotros vivimos más abajo. And so the other thing that they're going to do is they're going to bring Donkey up off the hill because she was grazing on a hill today. And they're going to put her on a flat area for the night. And they're going to give her a little bit of alfalfa too.
No.
And so there they go with Donkey. Or sorry, Minnie. So here Sergio is working on cleaning up where he planted lemon trees. And if you guys seen in the other video where Sergio, I think it's called, was grafting one of our trees to make new trees, he did the same thing with these lemon trees. And so one of the things that we're trying to do is plant lots and lots of trees around our house and our ranch. And how do I say that in Spanish, Sergio? Sí, lo he visto el otro video donde Sergio, what does he call it? Acudir. Acodo. Los árboles, eso es que hizo con los árboles de limón. How do you say lemon trees in Spanish? Limonares. That one has three limes on it. And that one has flowers.
This is from Blanca's lemon tree.
From your sister's? So this is from my cuñada's lemon tree.
The trees are down there.
How many does she have down there?
It's only 3.
Sergio's actually going to take us down and water his sister's trees and show you guys where he grafted the trees from. So Sergio came down to water his sister's trees, and these are the trees that he grafted the other lemon trees from. And I think he said he ended up with 21 trees, and out of the 21 trees there were only 3. Sergio? 3 that didn't make it? And out of the 21 trees, there was only 3 trees that didn't make it. And so, like I said, this is Sergio's sister. She has land here on the ranch as well. And so this is her land. And so Sergio helps her take care of her trees. And then she has another one over here, but the other problem that we have here is we're constantly fighting ants. Ants will eat the leaves of the tree, and they can do this, pretty much overnight, right, Sergio? And so that's kind of what happened to this tree. So a lot of times I think what they do, if you see in different cities, they'll paint the bottom of the trees white, and that's supposed to help. Or sometimes they'll put different what's it called, Sergio? Like when they to what, or to spray them so the ants don't climb up the tree and take the leaves.
What?
No, so the ants, the spray. I couldn't think what it was called. And so like I was telling you guys earlier, our house is at the bottom of the hill. So where like those purple leaves, purple flowers are, our house is a little bit more above that. And then between the ranch and our house is Sergio's uncle's land. So I'm going to show you guys so you can see. That's the ranch. ¿Y dónde están los hojas morados? Un poquito más arriba, ahí es donde está, ahí es nuestra casa. My husband Sergio. Y ojalá poco a poco él también va a empezar a hablar en los videos. Maybe. And we were walking back up to the ranch and my husband stopped to pull some more weeds. He never stops working. He's always go, go, go. But he's the best and we love him. So when we lived in the States, we lived in Columbus, Ohio, we would have never been able to do anything like this. And so Sergio and I have learned together, and I say I, but it's mostly Sergio. I just kind of help wherever possible or try to make everybody food. But Sergio has put a lot of hard work in here, has taught the kids and I a lot. And then we're also grateful for everything living here in Mexico has taught us, because I feel like we've learned to communicate better. Not only him and I, but the kids as well. They communicate with us a lot better. And then we also work together a lot better as well. Y en los Estados Unidos nosotros vivía en Ohio, en Columbus, Ohio. Y es una ciudad, entonces ahí nosotros nunca podía hacer algo así. Pero gracias a Dios, ahora Sergio aprendió mucho y está enseñando yo y mis hijos cómo es a trabajar en el rancho. Y gracias a Dios que nosotros aprendió viviendo aquí, es que nosotros pueda comunicar más, un poquito mejor de en los Estados Unidos y trabajar juntos. So we were just relaxing on the ranch, but now we are getting ready to head home for the evening. But that was just a small look into what we had for dinner here at the ranch and our evening chores. We hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.